What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this edition of Sharpe Shorts. Of course, this is the weekly Bachelorette breakdown. Today I'm going to break down episode 7. I think we're on season 14. I don't know what season it is. I just know that this is episode 7. No, this is not TSR primetime. TSR primetime will air at its normal time, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, a little bit later on this evening. Had some stuff to take care of today. Fell a little bit behind. And so, and you know, I normally do these as I adjust my, let me adjust my sound here. There we go. As I adjust my sound here, I had some things I had to do. So this is a little bit late, but better late than never. I'm certainly here now, and we are going to break down episode 7 of The Bachelorette. So we are down finally, ladies and gentlemen, to our final 4. We've got Blake, we've got Colton, we've got Garrett, and we've got Jason. Now, here's the thing, guys. My predictions are in trouble. My predictions are in deep trouble. And I'll go over that. I'll go over those a little bit later. But just to give you sort of a brief overview on why my predictions are in trouble is because I predicted that it was going to be Garrett versus Colton in the end. And the last couple of weeks, particularly last night, it may very well be Blake versus Jason, because it appears that Blake is now the front runner. Colton says he's a virgin. And of course, Becca is now starting to realize that Garrett is as dumb as a screwdriver. Okay, so at this point, I thought it was going to be Garrett versus Colton. Listen, it's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to change it. But it appears that my prediction was absolutely wrong. I could be wrong that I was right. Vice versa, who knows? But only time will tell. So let's go ahead and break this thing down and see what we've got going here. So Becca, they're in the Bahamas. They're I forget where they were. My girlfriend and I are we're actually going to be going to Atlantis in the Bahamas, probably sometime next year. We're going to take vacation out there. But anyway, they're in the Bahamas. It's beautiful. I want to move here. Blah 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 blah. Of course, she pulls Colton first for the first date, for the first one-on-one date, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But we're going to talk a little bit about Garrett and why I don't think that Garrett at this point he's not a front runner anymore. Now, they're on their date. They had a good time. But one thing that I figured out about Garrett the last couple weeks is, again, he's an airhead. Not only that, is he's like a kid. He's like an 8-year-old trapped in a man's body. They're on the airplane and he's all, now listen, listen, if you're going to get excited, listen, they're on a prop plane. Hey, listen, if you're excited, you're excited, right? You want to show some excitement. But Garrett just seemed to be like a little fucking kid who's never been out of the house before. It was almost like he was at his friend's house spending the night for the first time. Like, holy, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in an airplane. Ooh, airplane, plane. He just really he seems very immature. He seems too childlike, and he's not too bright, guys. He kind of just runs off at the mouth. It sounds like he just kind of recites what he says on TV. And so Becca is attracted to him physically. I mean, listen, look at him. I mean, he's a handsome guy. Becca has said several times he's easy on the eyes. He got the first impression rose, which obviously doesn't mean anything because of course Becca didn't really know anything about him except for the fact that he showed up in a minivan and that he was hot. That was it. But that's it. Becca's physically attracted to him. So she would fuck a guy like Garrett, but she's not going to marry this guy. Later on in the date, I think they were doing, the interviews. She says, well, I need to know that he can challenge me or something to that effect. Listen, that is code for Garrett's a dumbass. She can see it. She says, look, man, you're going to give me beautiful kids, but our kids are not going to be too smart. So she says to us, listen, I need to see more depth, right? She says, I need to see basically more intelligence. I'm physically attracted to this guy. I need to see more. Well, after the date, of course, they kiss and this and that and the other. And so again, she's doing the interview. She's like, oh, I got that depth. And, I think I can move forward. No, you didn't, sweetheart. You absolutely positively did not get the depth that you were looking for. Garrett is every bit as dumb as you thought he was. And again, listen, you can't really blame Becca for not figuring out that he was dumb because she hadn't really spent much time with him. All she knew is that he was hot and she wanted to fuck him. And listen, man, if a girl wants to fuck you enough, they might think you're husband material. This is just how they are. Especially at that age. I think Becca's 28 now. But again, he acts like an 8-year-old. He smiles too much. Garrett is simply not adult enough, and that's all there is to it. So, I mean, listen, he may very well make the top 2, but he's not winning this thing. He's out of here. He's out of here. He's too dumb. He's too stupid. Call me what you want. I'm sure Garrett's a great guy. He's not adult enough. He's going to be out of there. Let's move to Blake. Now, it appears that Blake is the front runner. And I thought, to be honest with you, I don't think that I predicted that Blake, I don't think I predicted where he would fall. I didn't say, I don't think I said, hey, listen, he's going to be in the Final Four. He's not going to be in the Final Four. But I knew, I didn't think he was going to win. And this is where another one of my predictions have gone wrong. It appears he is the front runner. Becca likes him now more than she likes Garrett. She actually says that she loves him, and I'll get to that in a minute. Well, on their one-on-one date, after they're dancing and sweating and this and that and the other, and by the way, was that Baha Men on stage? Like, they were singing Who Let the Dogs Out, but what the hell? What happened to Baha Men? Like, was that them? I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, Blake told the story of his mother. And it was a fucked up situation because he lived in a small town and his mother, he was married. His dad was married to his mom. They had a family, and his mom started fucking the basketball coach behind his back. And it appeared that Blake had no idea that this was happening. Why should he? And he says a friend of his, came up to him and said, hey, listen, I heard your mom's getting an apartment. So basically the whole town knew that Blake's mother was fucking the basketball coach. Everyone knew but him. And so that's a bad situation for a kid to be in. And, I guess that's a part of who he is. Anyway, he opened up completely, showing yet more vulnerability, which is going to end up burning him. It's going to end up burning him, whether he gets eliminated or he marries her, it's going to end up burning him. So then he tells her that he is in love with her. And Becca is just eating it up. She feels full, blah, 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 blah. So he is the new front runner. And it looks like it's going to be Blake versus either Colton or Jason, probably Colton. We'll get to him in a little bit, but it's probably going to be Colton. But if Becca marries Blake, if she marries him, she's not going to be happy. Blake is a pandering, sniveling, crying, emotional mess. He's not emotionally ready for a relationship. Dude, he was losing his shit when he wasn't sure if he was going to get the date card. He's like, oh my God, I was holding on and I didn't know what I was going to do. He told this to Becca, and Becca said, yeah, I noticed that when I grabbed Colton for that first one-on-one date, I saw that you were the one that was visibly the most upset, and oh, that meant a lot to me. Listen, man, just because that meant a lot to her, that doesn't mean that she has feelings for him. Here's the thing, guys. Becca is in this. She is looking for validation, as all bachelorettes are, but Becca in particular. Ari, who she's not over yet, he did a fucking mind job on her. This man left her at the altar in front of millions. I mean, dude, this is the worst. This is absolutely positively the worst kind of rejection a woman could have. Men reject women. If you get rejected, if you get broken up with, okay, that's fine. There's a little bit of embarrassment. There's a little bit of hurt. There's a little bit of pain. But dude, Becca went through a breakup in front of the world. So she is looking for men to profess their love for her ego and validation only. Of course she jumped at the chance when they said, would you like to be the new bachelorette? She wants to show everybody else. She wants to show the world that says, see, I am worthy of love. I've got 30 some odd guys who are looking to love me. This is why she requires these men to profess their love for her. And as nothing, and again, these guys think that she's going to reciprocate that love, but what they don't understand is that the reason why she's on the show in the first place is to heal the damage from the embarrassment. This has nothing to do with love. Becca thinks it has something to do with love. The guys think that she's in this for love. She is in this to heal her reputation. She got rejected in front of millions of people, and she wants to show the world that she is worthy of love. That's all there is to it. Doesn't matter how she feels. The only reason she thinks she loves Blake, and she said, I mean, I think I may love him, blah, 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 blah. The only reason she thinks she loves Blake is because Blake appears to have the strongest feelings for her. That's it. But guys, listen, I'm telling you, Blake is infatuated with Becca. And infatuation is much stronger than love, and I would even call it borderline obsessive. Miami J in the house, he says, any of these dudes red pill worthy? Fuck no. Dude, none of these guys. Listen, man, ABC, Disney, they know better than to, put a bunch of red pill guys on The Bachelorette. Because none of these guys would get on, none of these guys are going to get on their knee. They're not going to propose to a woman who is 28 years old, who has obviously fucked niggas before. And listen, let's not make any question about it. Becca fucks with niggas, y'all. Otherwise, she wouldn't have had him on the show in the first place. Dude, of the 28 bachelors that started out, 7 of them were black. That's 1 out of 4. That's 25%. Becca has fucked with niggas. That fucks with her sexual market value. Oh my God, it shouldn't. Well, it does. When white guys find out a white girl has fucked with black dudes, dude, she's automatically out. That's all there is to it. But ABC knows better than to put real red pill guys on there, because, dude, guys with red pill awareness would have been like, dude, wait a minute. This girl has been engaged twice. She still hasn't tied the knot. She's alpha widowed by this guy, Ross Jerg, whatever the fuck his name is, Stanford football coach. She was with that dude for 7 years, so obviously he's got game. Ari dumped her for a reason, and wait a minute, he proposed to her. She goes off to Vegas and gets a no. None of these guys are red pill guys. And there's no way ABC would cast real red pill guys. There's just no fucking way, because it just wouldn't happen. You absolutely have to. Teddy Doyle says that red pill guys go against the grain. In order for this show to work for ABC, you have to have guys fighting and vying for Becca's attention. And red pill guys ain't here for that. Dude, they're going to be like, look, man, like, dude, I'm the prize. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the prize, bitch, you're coming after me. The Bachelor is closer to real life than The Bachelorette. So that answers that question. So Miami J asks, are any of these dudes red pill? Hell no. And they never will be. That's all there is to it. But anyway, Blake is infatuated with Becca. And like I said, it's borderline obsessive. And if Becca ends up choosing Blake, okay, if she's got to spend every day with this guy, all this dude is going to do is continue to open up to her and be vulnerable to her. He's going to cry into her arms about how he's been hurt and about how he's waited his whole life for Becca. And it's just going to be more stories, and that shit's going to get old quick. And why is he going to do this? The reason he's going to do this is because Becca continues to reward him for this pandering, simpish behavior. So if this gets you the opportunity to put a ring on it, well, what makes you think it's going to stop once he puts a ring on it? Right? Like, listen, if this is what truly makes me attractive, I'm just going to keep pouring it on. Blake is such a sniveling fucking simp. Like, oh my, I can't stand it when I look at him, because he worships this girl. He's looking into her eyes and I'm so in love with you and I've been hurt. It's just, it makes me sick to my stomach. Anyway, I said all that to say this. Vulnerable men are unattractive to women. Period. Okay? Teddy Doyle says, never reveal your feelings, your weaknesses to your opponent. That's exactly right. Becca says she wants vulnerability because she is vulnerable. Again, she got rejected on national TV. This is classic inverse projection. Becca wants the power, so she wants to lessen the odds of her being made look like a fool on national TV twice. This is why she's sending guys home who show even trace amounts of not wanting to be there, right? Chris says, well, you know what? I might want to leave. But whether he felt that way or not doesn't matter. In Becca's mind, okay, that's rejection. He's got to go. Any guy who's not 100% all in love with Becca after 6 weeks, they got to go. She needs that validation. And again, she, in her mind, to get that validation back, to heal that rejection, to heal that rejection, she needs to have, in her mind, she has to get the power, and the power is to get these men to reveal their weaknesses, their insecurities, their hopes and dreams. But what Becca doesn't know is that she is indirectly making these men less attractive to her. If she marries Blake, she's not going to be happy. And she's going to end up cheating with Ross, or maybe even Ari. But Ross, she's going to end up cheating with her alpha ex if she hasn't fucked him already. So again, Blake is the front runner, but if she ends up marrying him, dude, it's going to be a fucking disaster. Blake is he's a pandering, sniveling fucking dude. He's a shell of a man, dude. He's not even close to ready. He's just, oh my God, this guy's as blue pill as it gets. So Becca gives a rose to Colton, gives a rose to Garrett, and she ended up giving a rose to Blake. So now it's between Leo, Jason, and Wills. And listen, we knew Leo wasn't going to win. And dude, I told my girlfriend this last night. The only reason why Leo is still around is because he hasn't done anything majorly to fuck up, right? He hasn't made an ass out of himself. He's, kind of kept quiet. Becca didn't really know who he was. Yet Leo's like, oh, I think I'm falling for this dude. Leo didn't like this girl, man. He didn't like her, and I think that was obvious. So anyway, she eliminated him. He was the first to go of the three. She had one rose to give. She went on this, this three-way date. So now it's between Jason and Wills. Gentlemen, I knew she was picking Jason no matter what. Listen, I told my girlfriend this when she eliminated Leo. And dude, I'm going to tell you what, man. I wish there was some way I could do this live during the show so you guys don't think I'm full of shit. Because I know that there are probably maybe girls watching. So, well, of course it's easy to say that now. No. I knew this. But listen, fair enough. If you want to doubt it, that's fine. But I knew 100% that there was no way she was picking Wills over Jason. But I told you guys, Wills ain't winning this, y'all. I told you guys on the very first Bachelorette review I did. There's no way that Becca is bringing a black man into the top 4 on national TV. There's no way she's going to see a black man's family. How do we know this? I'll tell you why. Wills did exactly what Becca wanted. He did exactly what she said. He was vulnerable. He told her that he was in love with her, made her feel safe, etc., etc. Guess what? Jason did no such thing. Jason told her, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said, look, I like you a lot, but I'm not in love with you. It's going to take a lot more than that. And she fought back, right? She tried to run this dread game on him. She says, well, other guys have told me they love me, or other guys said that they're more sure of their feelings, which of course, guys in the red pill community understand this to be a shit test. But Jason held frame and said, listen, and again, I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not telling you something I don't feel. I think he told her, listen, if I tell you this, it's good. Listen, it's got to be spin. Of course, this is blue pill. I want it to be special, but he was keeping it real. He's like, listen, I don't love you yet. And if I do love you the very first time I tell you, I'm going to mean it. I don't mean it right now. He passed that shit test with flying fucking colors, and Becca loved it. So we've got a black guy who gave her all the validation and security she needed and wanted and asked for, and a white guy who did not. Remember, Blake told her he loved her. She's meeting his family. I think Garrett told her that he was falling in love with her. She's meeting his family. Wills told her the same thing, and she ended up sending him home in favor of the white guy, who told her in no uncertain terms that he was not in love with her. Gentlemen, Becca was never going to marry a black man. And again, this is like most white girls. They'll fuck niggas all day long, but most of the time they ain't marrying us. Okay? Especially not on national TV. You kidding me? Listen, there's no way, look at the commercials, right? There are very, very few commercials. There are very few commercials that have a black man and a white wife, black husband, white wife. They're very few and far between, but lately, if you're watching TV, there's all sorts of black women married to white guys. There's all sorts of white guys married to Asian guys. There's all sorts of, dude, there's so many interracial couples on TV and commercials now. You don't see too many black dudes married to white girls. I think you see them in like trendy millennial, maybe Coca-Cola commercials, maybe a black guy's dating a white girl, but you never see a committed marriage, a committed relationship between a black man and a white woman. This has an influence on women. Women are hive-minded creatures. They are acutely aware of what is chic, what is trendy, what is in. Women don't want to go against the grain. They want to belong. They don't want to be outcasts. Women who say, well, I don't care what other people think, are fucking liars. Yes, you do care what other people think. And it reflects in your actions, your words, and your choices. Becca, like every other woman in this country, is influenced heavily by the media. She knows what's culturally, I don't want to say culturally acceptable. She knows what's acceptable, what's favorable, and what is not. Okay? Becca is already radioactive as far as a lot of white guys are concerned, simply because of the fact that 25% of the contestants were black, and the fact that a black man made the top 6. When she sat down between Jason and Wills, I told my girlfriend, I said, look, this is a done deal. Like, there was no doubt in my mind. I said, dude, Wills is going home. And guess what? He went the fuck home. Straight up. I knew, oh, dude, there was no doubt in my mind. Here's the thing, though. Wills actually took it pretty hard, right? He's only 29 years old. He's a young guy, but he actually thought he had a chance to win. He actually thought he had a chance to win. Like, of all, I mean, listen, I know a lot of guys took this hard, but Wills took it hard, right? He actually thought he had a chance to win. This proves that Wills has zero game. He doesn't know, dude, he doesn't know about the sexual marketplace. He doesn't really know how women operate, okay? He doesn't know about women. Thankfully, he's young. He's still 29. Hopefully, he stumbles upon the rational male. Maybe he finds DonovanSharpe.com. I don't know. But the fact that Wills believed in his heart that he actually had a chance to win, that tells you all you need to know about his knowledge of women in the state of the sexual marketplace. All right, let's get to the bombshell. And I'm going to call this bombshell, right? Listen, man, let's just go ahead and get to it. So Colton tells Becca he's a virgin. Guys, I don't buy it. I don't buy this for 1 second. Dude, and it was a sad fucking excuse. He told her, well, I worked on football, Colton, but I didn't work on Colton's personal life. That is 1,000,000% bullshit. Dudes who look like Colton, look at him. He's Captain fucking America. Blonde hair, blue eyes, square jaw. He's every Anglo slut's dream. Dude, Colton looks like a guy women want to have kids with. No question about it. Dudes like him who have had this path up to their eyeballs in pussy. There is no way that this guy has lived 26 years of his life as a virgin. So now the question is why would he lie like this? Well, guess what? He's just trying to win, right? He thinks that him being a virgin makes him more attractive, and it doesn't. The fact that you came out of the closet as a virgin, fucking underwear model looks, dude, that doesn't make you more attractive. Again, pre-selection is what makes women's vaginas wet. Women don't want men that other women don't want. It doesn't matter what you look like. You could have a guy who looks like Colton. Bring him around all your girlfriends. If they're not showing signs of sexual attraction, she looks at him and thinks, you know what? I think he's hot, but nobody else really thinks he's hot. Maybe there's something wrong with me. And then she starts to question her own judgment as far as sexual attraction is concerned. Okay? Again, women are never truly, listen, women are sexually attracted to the same type of men, right? Of course you have to have game, and we all know that. But if a man that they believe is sexually attractive isn't signed off on by their friends, society, etc., they're not going to be as attracted to that guy. They're not going to be as attracted to that guy. That's just how it is. Women need that co-signature from her friends. They need that co-signature from society. They need the culture to tell them, you're a boyfriend, your husband is hot. He is sexually attractive. And again, there is the Tia situation, right? He told her, well, I have a confession to make. Tia and I kind of had a thing. And Becca pretended, oh my God, I think I'm going to send him home. He's not here for me, blah, 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 blah. Dude, she wasn't sending him home. In her mind, she thought Colton fucked Tia, which made him more attractive. Tia's hot, Colton's hot. Now, Colton is hotter because he fucked a hot chick. And Tia's hotter than Becca. So if Colton, who fucked a hotter chick than Becca, now wants to marry Becca, Becca thinks, oh yeah, that's that validation, right? But now, in Becca's mind, she's thinking to herself, well, wait a minute, if he didn't fuck Tia, then maybe he's not as sexually attractive as I thought he was. And you could see the confusion in her face. You could see the attraction starting to drain out of her face, right? Because now Becca's thinking, okay, if this guy looks just like this, what's wrong with this dude? And she probably thought, could he be gay? And you know what's funny? The way he was talking to her, if you didn't hear the first part of the conversation, you would have thought that it would have sounded like he was coming out of the closet as a gay man. He said things like, well, I should have stood up to the guys in the locker room, and I was ashamed. I didn't tell anyone, or I didn't want to tell anyone I was different. Guys, it was weird, man. It was dude, it was weird. It sounded like he was coming out of the closet as a homosexual. Becca's attraction, maybe it plummeted, maybe it didn't, but her attraction level is not where it was. That's for sure. Dude, Becca was ready to fuck this dude. Listen, before the date, all she was doing was joking about, like her and Colton went and dived for cock, right? And then of course there's the, there's the Bahamian guy, eat the conch penis, aphrodisiac, and Becca's like, here, Colton, eat this. She literally said he can just pick me up and do whatever he wants. She was ready to fuck this guy. She was ready to blow and bang Colton right there on the fucking boat. She was ready. She wanted to fuck this dude. But when he told her that he was a virgin, her arousal level dropped precipitously, and it was obvious. But here's the thing. I don't think she believes him. I'm not saying that she believes him, but there are doubts in her mind, right? But whether she believes him or not, it doesn't matter. Because if Colton is lying, Becca's going to be confused as to why he would lie. But if Colton is not lying and he's a virgin, like I said before, Becca's going to start to question her attraction level to him. She'll think, okay, I want to fuck this guy, but nobody's fucked him yet. Look at this guy. Nobody's fucked him yet. Why? Is there something wrong with him? Is he gay? Does he have a 2-inch dick? Like, this is what girls start to think. When they find out that you don't have experience with women, these are the questions that are in their mind. Now, on the other hand, she could be thinking, well, I might be this dude's one and only. This hot guy, this 10, I'm going to be his first. And that will give me full control over him sexually. But even then, gentlemen, no woman wants to be a man's world. They want to be a part of it. Becca's screaming, I want this to be 50-50. Sweetheart, that's not what you want and that's not what you need. You don't need 50-50. You need a man like Ross, okay? That's what you need. You need a man like Ari. You don't need men who pander over you, who fight over you. Again, Becca thinks she wants 50-50, but that's not what she needs. She's saying that because she's on TV. I'm an independent woman. Let's do the damn thing. I got a tattoo in Vegas. Nah, sweetheart. No. You don't need 50-50. You say you want 50-50, but that's not really what you need, and you know it. If Colton is a virgin, she will definitely cheat on him, probably with Ross, right? If he's not, he is a fucking liar, and that's what's going to end him. Now, of course, the previews showed Tia telling Becca, we need to talk, right? So they're somehow implying that, Tia's, going to tell Becca that he fucked her, but we'll never know. And listen, man, and by the way, like all these bitches from the last Ari Bachelor season, like why do they keep coming around? Like, dude, honestly, like we keep seeing Becca M. We keep seeing what's her name? Kendall. We keep seeing Tia. Like, dude, like we keep seeing the top. Listen, you bitches had your day in the sun. Like Ari pumped and dumped you guys. Why are they still on television? Like, what the fuck? Get these bitches off TV, man. Anyway, Tia did tell Becca that nothing happened, and I didn't believe her. She says, well, nothing happened when we blah, 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 and I didn't believe her. So maybe Colton really is a virgin. But again, when you have two extremely attractive people who find each other, guys, I'm telling you right now, it is next to impossible in this day and age that they didn't fuck. I just don't believe that a guy who looks like Colton didn't fuck a girl who looks like Tia. I can't believe that a guy who looks like Colton has lived almost 27 years of his life without sticking his dick in a vagina. I don't buy it. But I guess we're going to find out sooner or later. Guys, be sure to tune in later tonight in just over an hour for TSR Primetime. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to have Miami J on. Again, you can actually watch it live right here on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube if you're watching. And then, of course, you can also watch it on DonovanSharpe.com. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in just over an hour.